Another day, another question. Now this question was sent in by an A-level math student earlier today. If you want me to make a video solution to your math question, send it to me using the details in the description. And if you're interested in private tutoring, visit our website skittles.school to book a free demo lesson. Okay, let's dive in and see if we can do this question. So here's the question on our virtual whiteboard. I'm going to do it part by part. But first, let's notice that it is 10 marks, so there's a lot of marks at stake here. Let's take a look at part A. So part A tells us that the circle has a center of -2, 3, and a point on the circle is 1, 8. So the circle passes through the point 1, 8, and we're going to find the equation of the circle. So the general form of the equation of a circle looks like this. It's x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared, or the radius squared. Now a and b are the x and y coordinates of the center. So a and b are those two numbers. So let's substitute them in. So x minus -2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals the radius squared. Now we still have to work out that radius squared. The way we're going to do that is we know that the point 1, 8 is on the circle. So we can substitute that in to the equation to work out the r squared. So 1 and 8, 1 is x and 8 is y. So let's substitute them in. So if x is 1, minus -2 is +2 squared, y is 8 minus 3 squared, and that should equal the radius squared. Let's work all that out. So 1 plus 2 is 3, squared is 9. And 8 minus 3 is 5, squared is 25. And that should equal the radius squared. So now we know the radius squared is 34. And we can plug that back into our general form equation. So the general form was x minus -2, which is +2, squared, plus y minus 3 squared equals the radius squared. Now we've just worked out the radius squared, so that's 34, so we can replace that with 34. And there it is. That's the equation of our circle. Let's have a look at part B. So this is part B. It asks us to show that the point 3, 6 is on the circle. And how are we going to do that? Well, we already know the equation of the circle. We worked it out in the previous part. The equation was x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 34. So let's write that down. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 34. Now we can substitute those two values, 3 and 6, in for x and y. If the equation balances, it is on the circle. If the equation doesn't balance, we know it's not on the circle. So let's put them in. X is 3, y is 6. X is 3, y is 6. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 34. And let's work this out. So 3 plus 2 is 5 squared is 25. 6 minus 3 is 3 squared is 9. And 25 plus 9 is 34, which does equal 34. So we've proven that the 0.36 is on the circle. Okay, now let's take a look at part C. Part C has a few more steps to it. So here's part C. Part C asks us to find the equation of the tangent to the circle, which is at 0.36. So it touches the circle at 0.36. And we're going to find the equation of that tangent. So I've drawn a diagram. I've drawn the circle, which has a center of -2, 3. I've also drawn the tangent, which is the red line, and the 0.36 where it touches the circle. And I've also drawn the radius. So we know that a radius and a tangent are both perpendicular to each other. We also know that perpendicular lines, their gradients are negative reciprocals of each other. So we can start by working out the gradient of the radius, the green line. So let's do that first. The gradient of the radius. So we know how to work out a gradient. To work out a gradient, we do the difference in y divided by the difference in x. So the difference in the two y values, 6 and 3, difference is a takeaway, so 6 take away 3. And the difference in the two x values, 3 take away -2. So 6 subtract 3 is 3. And 3 subtract -2 is 5. So there's our gradient for the radius. Now we can do the negative reciprocal of that to find the gradient of the tangent. So gradient of the tangent is the negative reciprocal of the gradient of the radius. So flip it and make it minus. Okay, so now we've got the gradient of the tangent. We can use that to work out the equation of the straight line. So let's start by writing the formula for the equation of a straight line, the general form, which is y equals mx plus c. We've worked out the m, the gradient. So let's put that in. Let's substitute that in. Now we need to work out the c value, the y-intercept. We know that this point is on the line. It's on that tangent. So we can substitute that in for x and y to work out c. So x is 3, y is 6. So x is 3, y is 6. We've still got everything else. We've still got the m, and we've still got the c. Now we can work this out to work out c. So straight away we know that divide 3 times 3 cancels, and we're left with 6 equals -5 plus c. Therefore, c has got to be equal to 11. Now we've found c, we can plug that back into the equation of the straight line. So we can plug it back into this one here. So y equals -5 over 3x plus c. We've worked out the c, which is 11. And there we have it. That's the equation of the tangent. But that doesn't answer the question. Let's go back to the question. The question wants it in this form. ax plus by plus c equals 0. And a, b, and c have to be integers. So let's put it in that form then. So the form that it wants it is ax plus by plus c equals 0. And a, b, and c have to be integers. They've got to be whole numbers. So we can't have that fraction in front of x. So let's start by getting rid of that fraction. So what we can do is we can multiply everything by 3, because that will get rid of the 3 underneath the fraction. So what are we left with? We're left with 3y equals minus 5 over 3x times 3 is just minus 5x, and plus 11 times 3 is plus 33. Now we can rearrange this to get it in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0. So let's rearrange it. Let's add 5x to both sides. So we're going to add 5x here. We've still got the plus 3y. Let's also subtract 33 from both sides. We're left with nothing on the right, because everything is on the left. And there we have it. We've made it in the correct form. It's now in the form ax, 5x, plus by, 3y, minus 33, which is the c. And they're all integers, they're all whole numbers. And there it is. It really is that easy. 10 marks in the bag. The key skills which I've used today are the general form of the equation of a circle. I've also used the gradient of perpendicular lines and the general form of the equation of a straight line. So those you need to go away and revise. If you want me to go through a question, send it to me using the details in the description. I'm trying to make a video like this every day. And if you are interested in private tutoring, visit our website skittles.school to book a free demo lesson. So until tomorrow, thanks for watching.